Hey, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about how you can become a thought leader in your industry and attract high paying clients. Simone Vincenzi here, the co founder of GTeX, where we turn experts into authorities. And before now, we're getting started in a moment. If you're watching the replay, just put hashtag replay so you know that you are there, that you're watching the replay. And as well, if you have any other question, maybe you are listening, maybe you're watching somewhere after we are going live, then put the questions below. I'm going to personally answer all the questions that you have. And as I said, I'm gonna get started in a moment. I'm just gonna share this in the different pages. This is one thing that helped me not just help my business to generate more than 1.7 million dollars, actually pounds, in the past few years, but also helped us last year generate for our clients more than $1 million. So make sure that you pay close attention because what I'm going to share with you is actually my absolute favorite strategy. With all the things we are doing in our business, between online courses, Facebook Live, product launches, what I'm going to share with you is my absolute favorite and is also the thing that actually worked the most. So, really excited about this. Really excited to share with you about this strategy. Now, first of all, if you have any question as well, put them again here in the comment. Put them here in the comment below, so then I know that you are there and you're watching. And here we go. Shared, and getting we are getting started. Fantastic. So what I'm this is something that probably have heard before. Is not rocket science. It might not be something new, but it's something that is incredibly important, and it's something that you gotta do it. You absolutely gotta do it if you are in this industry. If you want to be known as an expert in your field, if you want to be known as a thought leader, if you want to be known as an influencer, you cannot shy away from this, and you need to approach it strategically. And what am I talking about? Which is a thing that is gonna get you client, is a thing that is gonna get you to have become a thought leader. I'm talking about speaking. Hey Ian, good to see you, man. I'm talking about speaking. I'm talking about speaking, but I'm talking about speaking strategically. Because speaking is the absolute best strategy you can use in your business as an expert. And here's why. When you are speaking in front of a live audience, there is an instant connection. You see, right now, you see me, I'm speaking, but there is a camera, there is a filter in front of me and you. Maybe you are watching from your mobile, maybe you're watching from a video, maybe you're watching from your desktop, whatever you're watching, there is always a filter between me and you. But when you are speaking, when you are getting out there, when you are in front of a live audience, then the connection is instant. Why? Because we are human beings. That's what we are. We are human beings, and we connect with other humans when we see them in person. And so, while, for example, to do a product launch online, or to sell something online, or to be a relationship with someone online, it might take years because you need to get in front of them consistently, just maybe like in small bites. Once you meet someone in person and you see them on that stage, there is something that happens immediately where we automatically trust that person, in particular if they're good and what they're doing. And we build this relationship because we can see who they are. And that's what makes a huge, absolutely huge difference in your business. And that's also why I prefer way more to speak at a live event than to do something online. There is a place for online, but my game is to build a relationship with people online to get them offline. It also works with my lifestyle and the way I want to run things and what I enjoy the most. Not everyone is not right for everyone. But it is indeed the strategy works the most because you're building that relationship, you're building that authority. If someone meets you for the first time and it feels right from the stage, they can immediately also spend a larger amount of money with you up front. So now the question is how, now that we know what it is and now that we know that we got to focus on speaking, what are the different ways in which you can monetize speaking? Because there is not only one way, there are multiple ways. And it's important that you're not doing everything. In particular, at the beginning, unless you have a big team or you're already really well known, but you do things step by step, or you're mainly known for one of these different core areas. because you can be predominantly you speaking to actually get clients for your business. For example, you sell a product, you sell a service, where speaking in this case becomes actually the starting point of the relationship. It's not the end goal. Speaking in this case is what you use to get the clients. But the other way to build and to monetize your speaking business and to build authority and relationship is actually getting paid to speak. Now, the upside is getting paid to speak is that actually your talk or your workshop or your seminar, that's the end goal, right? It's the end goal. It's not when you are selling a product or a service, speaking is the starting point. Then you got to deliver the product, deliver the service, and work with that client. However, if you are if you are paid to speak, then your work is done to build relationship with the event organizer and to getting that fee up front. But then your service and what you deliver is that actual talk, is that actual workshop. So it's longer to get in, it's more difficult to get in. There is a longer lead time. However, you don't have to then deliver all the product or the service afterwards. So these are the two different ways, and let me tell you where should you start in one, where you can start in the other as well. Now, I want to say a big shout out as well to Durgamata, James, good to see you, Benchai. All right, guys, if you're watching, then please share as well. I would love to see what your. I would love to see if we can share it. I would really, 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 really appreciate it. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to talk about is how then can you monetize this? How can you then get in and get started? In particular, if you're at the starting point, and then we are going to talk about how can you use speaking if you are already an influencer, if you are already known. So the starting point is very difficult to actually get paid to speak. Because in order to get paid to speak, you need to showcase already that you are a thought leader in your industry. Otherwise, why the heck would an organizer pay you? Right? They will pay you because you can deliver something that other people can't deliver. And how do they find people to get on their conferences? So check online, you need to have a great showreel, great website, testimonials, all that. And that's why it's way more difficult to get paid to speak than to sell a product or a service, in particular at the starting stage. So if you are starting out, my recommendation is actually to start at speaking for free and then have a product or a service in the back end. This will help you not only build your material, not only build your credibility, not only build your contacts, connections, getting the picture, getting the footage that you need to then, if you want, then move to the paid market where you get paid upfront. So if you're starting out and you don't have already a profile in whatever you are doing, then it's very, very difficult that people are going to pay you. Not impossible, not impossible. Nothing is impossible. Everything can happen. Right? You can always have that person that maybe knows you from another scenario and you have a great relationship. Maybe you've worked together before. They say, hey, I would love you. Can you come and speak about this? And they're going to pay you. But it's not going to be consistent. That's what I'm talking about. A consistent, replicable business model. Hey, Jackson, Action Jackson in the house. Good to see you, man. So this is that thing on how you can leverage speaking. In particular, now, if you are speaking, there are to get started. There are so many opportunities. I mean, first of all, it's important to get into close to a big city. If you, depending on where you are in the world, look at where is the biggest city where they run conferences or events, and then start immediately with networking events. I mean, networking events, there are so many that they are always looking for people to speak there. And so you can start just by delivering a 10-15 minutes talk at networking events and then build your confidence in that way. But a great thing is that if you have a product or a service on the back of it, then you can pick up clients from that networking event. And so it doesn't become anymore a free speaking gig, but it is actually a paid speaking gig because it's the audience that is going to pay you. And, there is this debate on shall I speak for free? Not speaking for free, in particular to professional speakers say, oh, well, you should never speak for free because you're devaluing your services. And in my mind, no speaking gig is a free speaking gig because I'm always meeting someone. I'm always getting in front of potential clients. I'm always uh, able to leverage the opportunity. And every speaking gig that I've ever done has never been a free speaking gig, because I will always, in the short term or in the long term, got a client out of it, got a partner out of it, got someone that saw me and said, "Oh, let me connect you with this other person." So think strategically about that. Don't just think about the short term of what can you get from that speaking engagement, but the long term. And the thing is that when you're getting out there and you are showing, you got to put it on social media, the fact that you've been speaking at this event, you've been speaking in that school, you've been speaking in that conference, that's what elevates your status to thought leader. Because people are going to, in people's mind as well, if this person is talking about this topic, they must be really good at that very topic. And in particular, if you show consistency, you're speaking everywhere you can, then people are like, wow, this person is really relevant and is really good. And so that's how you can elevate your status to thought leader almost instantly with speaking. And that's what I've been doing. When I started my business, could barely speak English. I had £100 in my bank account, £100 myself, £100 ban, and that's all we put in the business. And no one knew us. So what we did, we went out there and we spoke everywhere we could. We're running. When people didn't want to they were saying no because we were too young and we were too new to the industry. We organized our own events to start attracting people to us and generate that buzz. In fact, this is the thing. If you are not getting opportunities, maybe because you cannot pitch yourself too well yet to event organizer, to networking events, and show your value, show already what you can provide. One of the best things you can do is actually organize your own small events. It doesn't matter how many people there are, it can be 4 or 5 people, as long as you then keep pushing on social media the fact that you've been running this event, how great it was, the reactions of the people, because that's what's gonna build in the long term that profile for you. But then let's talk about if you are already a thought leader, if you're already built an audience, and now you want to increase the amount of clients you get and the amount of opportunities you have. There are a few things that you need to have in place. You gotta showcase people how great you are. You gotta have a show reels or videos about you speaking, really good quality video. You need to have a good website that can showcase how great you are, great quality pictures, because that's what's gonna get you the bigger speaking engagements. It's gonna get you in front of bigger audiences. It's gonna get you at more relevant conferences, and as well attract better paying clients and higher paying clients because they can see that you look the part. And before someone sees you, before someone interacts with you, the first thing that they can see is your website, and so that will make an impression immediately. Is your social media, that will make another impression immediately. And so if you already set the bar, when the moment someone sees you, they're like, wow, they got their stuff together. Like, it looks the part. Then they're going to find out if you're really match that image. But if you're going the other way around, where actually you can be the best one, but your profile sucks, then it's going to be very difficult to climb up, because then it will be something like, well, but I don't know if I can trust this person. I don't know if I can work with this person. It doesn't look at it. They actually know really well what they are doing. And you might be the best in the world, but just because they cannot see it up front, then they might have this concern of, I don't really know if it's worth actually working with this person. I don't really know if it's worth joining their program or their services or paying them to come to my conference. And that was one of the biggest things for us. It was like, we were really working really hard to build this profile, really working really hard to get on speaking engagements, speaking wherever we could. It didn't matter. And to this point as well, a lot of time, it doesn't matter, because I know that every time I step on stage, whether it's a room with 1,000 people, whether it's a room with 10 people, there's always gonna be someone in that room where I can impact their life, I can impact their business, and somehow they're going to become a paying clients, or they're going to open up opportunities that are going to be even bigger. And if you're going that in that mindset, then you will never gonna be disappointed about any opportunity, but every single opportunity will lead to the next one and to the biggest one. So that's in terms of selling a product, selling a service. Make sure that you always make a call to action for people to join you and to people to join your program and services. Because once you speak and you say people, look at me, I'm speaking at this event, that will increase the credibility of your profile. But it will not necessarily equate in a back-end sale. But if you're making a call to action to giving them an offer, giving them a program that they can join, or simply getting them on your list or getting them on a call with you, that's how you can leverage that speaking engagement to generate money in the back end. So that's what you can do in that case. So now let's say, well, Simone, I don't really want to sell product. I don't really want to sell services. This is not the right thing for me. And guys, by the way, if everything makes sense here, just give me a whoop whoop here in the comment, or if you have any question as well, put your questions below. Now, we're going to move to the part where we are talking about actually if you want to get paid to speak. Because one of the things that we are doing in our Profile Builder program is not just helping you elevate your profile, getting featured on publication, getting speaking engagements, getting on media, radio, television. It's not just that, but it's also helping you get paid speaking engagement if that's where you want to go with your business. And as I said, there are a few things that you need and you must have in place. One is a great website. Great website with a show reel and testimonials. Like these three things, if you want to go and get paid speaking gigs, great website, great footage, great testimonials and pictures for, you cannot shy away from those. Otherwise, you cannot really build a speaking business without that. You need immediately to show an event organizer in a snapshot that is worth that investment in you. Because if they've never hired you before, imagine an event organizer is pitched left, right, and center, and they're saying, well, but where am I going to choose? Where am I going to direct? Who am I going to get this year in this conference on my stage? And so they will have a very short space of time to make that decision. And if they see that your profile doesn't match what you say you're going to deliver, you're already out. You're already out of the picture, out of the equation, in particular in the pay to speak market. So make sure you invest in your profile. Make sure you invest in getting on publication, getting great footage, invest in getting on magazines, because this will evade again all your thought leadership. That will get you more speaking engagements. Then that will get you higher paying clients. That will get you again to build your profile even more. And it becomes like a snowball when the snowball is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Good to see you, Stanislava. Thank you very much for joining as well. And so that's the power of building your profile. That's how you can not only grow your business, not only grow your profile, become a thought leader, and get higher paying clients. Focus. Absolutely focus on speaking. And if you say, well, but I'm not comfortable speaking, great, focus on speaking. Guys, become comfortable. Damn it, you cannot really be a total leader in this industry and say, I want to make an impact, I want to make a difference, if you're not able to communicate your message, or if you're afraid to communicate that message. It's not about you. The fact that you're scared and afraid, that's your stuff. But it's about the audience and the people that you're going to serve. And as well, it's about you, because it's your business and it's your duty and your priority in this industry to become comfortable. And it might take a few years. And in the grand scheme of life, a few years to become really comfortable and really great on stage and building your profile is not that much. We started GTeX 7 years ago. And as I mentioned, when I started, I couldn't speak English. People were like every 4 minutes, every 4 or 5 minutes during my talks were raising their hand and saying, can you repeat, please? And you can imagine just in that moment, like it was like a punch in the stomach, because I'm there. In my mind, I'm great. In my mind, I'm great. I'm delivering all this value. The reality is the audience in front of me, they can't really even understand what I'm talking about. That's how bad it was. But at the same time, even if I was nervous, even if I was nerve-wracking and I felt like I was sweating and my heart was pumping like crazy, I still decided to go through the process to become great and honing this skill, because this skill is the one that you just need in this industry, and it will not only elevate your profile, getting you the clients that you want, but it's something that if you cannot avoid if you are in this industry. And that's why I'm really passionate about this, and that's why we are working in the Profile Builder program to help you to not only get in front of the right stages, building your confidence, getting those speaking engagements, and in particular, if you are already comfortable speaking on stage, you already have a business behind you, with the Profile Builder program, we can amplify everything you're doing and getting you in front of more people, elevate your status as a thought leader, as an authority. And that's what I'm really excited about. So the Profile Builder program will launch on the 5th of November. 5th of November is the official day of the launch in this case, but make sure you join the waiting list. There is a link here in the post, which is gtex.events/profile builder hyphen waiting list. And if you get into the waiting list, you will get something special that people will not know before the launch, which is going to be revealed in the next few days. So make sure you get into the waiting list if you want to get higher paying clients, if you're going to get more speaking gigs, if you want to build your profile and become sought after in your industry. That's the program you must join. Michelle, Raymond, and I are delivering this program together. Uh, is we have created something incredible. This is something that helped not only us make 1.7 million pound in sales in the past few years, but also help our clients getting more than 1 million pound in sales in the past year. And that's where we want to help you. We want to help you get incredible results. We want to help you getting out there. We want to help you show the world how great you are and why they should listen to you and why they should buy from you. That's what we want to do, and that's what the Profile Builder is for. So right now, get out there, get your speaking engagements, contact the event organizer, don't sit on your arse, get on the waiting list for the Profile Builder, because remember, action builds momentum, and momentum builds results. And what you want to do is to take action, build momentum, and get the results that you want. We have Michelle that's saying, you have converted me. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, Michelle has been one of our members for a long time. So, yes, we did. And then now you are converting other people. So it's good to see the amount of the growth that you had, even in the past few months in a short period of time, Michelle. Keep going. I'm super proud of you and the work that you're doing. So now tomorrow we are going to have another training where there is going to be another special training that I'm going to deliver. And tomorrow we are going to look at how can you elevate your profile and get in front of millions of people, and at the same time, connect with some of the biggest influencers in the world. That's what's gonna happen tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned. It's gonna be live. I'm gonna announce the time. It's gonna be I think 1 p.m. UK. So make sure you put a time in the calendar. There's going to be an announcement soon, but that's gonna be the training that is going to be delivered tomorrow. And then on the 5th of November, sign the date. The Profile Builder is launched. So get yourself on the waiting list to see what we have prepared for you if you decide to join before the 5th of November and join us in this life transforming experience. Thank you very much for being with me today. If you have any question, any comments, put them below. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for another training and within the Profile Builder. Have a fantastic day, and always remember that together we grow exponentially. Ciao.